Where we go? Move there.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage.
57, come on. Don't get nervous.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a run with Geis. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Ready? Black 25. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You ain't doing it.
On 2nd and 12. Winston. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Winston. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes.
This one, number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, Bill.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
We better not.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Winston able to find Harris, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Winston now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop his shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
That's complete to Jake Butt. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. That time, a 6-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. This fielded at the 2. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset,
Yep.
Draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
56.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And he finds his man Griffin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire.
You're going to combat that. You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
That catch good for 5. It's third down. Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he's got a new one. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 31-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10. Down at the 31. Now a draw play. This is Bell. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
On second and 9. Darnold. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And a look now at the game so far for Jameis Winston. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep, because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep passes, go routes, right? What's that route you love? What's that route you love?
4 verts.
4 verts. Yeah. All of it working because they're able to find ways to get deep, and for him to show off that big.
And he's going to be hit and taken down in the end zone. Peterson tackled for the safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
This will be taken at the 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
This Jets offense heading back out there now, led by Sam Darnold. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that, because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, like I said, he's looked pretty good to this point. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
That's the way. Check 37. Check 37.
From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run.
The give to Peterson out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Go. Go.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Winston now. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. He's up to 70 yards now in this first half receiving as he's got a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Peterson. He's got it on the draw. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready? Check Mike 54. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Let me go. Let me go.
They go back to the ground. This time, Barber. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole.
All day, every day.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Back to throw, Darnold. Got an open man. It's Enunwa. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Darnold trying to hustle everybody along with the clock moving. Enunwa's got it, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Here's Darnold. Caught here by Griffin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Come on, baby.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Check 56. Here we go.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Quincy Enunwa with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Winston from the gun on third down. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend. So lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll start with 2 teams that are more synonymous with Thanksgiving Day. It's Dallas heading north to take on Detroit. And it's the Cowboys on top as they play the second quarter. Amari Cooper, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for the venerable one, Drew Brees. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Ito Smith with a touchdown run. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now look at Quincy Enunwa and the rest of the offense heading back out. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll go again with Bell. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Off of play action, Darnold. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. A reminder that coming up later tonight, a good one on Sunday Night Football. We'll see what could have been a playoff matchup a season ago. The Bears and the Rams from L.A. And then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football from down in Mexico. Mexico City, to be precise. The Chiefs and the Chargers going at it. To throw is Winston. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Ready? Black 22. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go.
3rd and long for Winston. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there, and what a great play he just made.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Again, it's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now a draw play for Gore. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. A first down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. They'll keep it on the ground. Bell. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Darnold. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. In on the stop, the Pro Bowl strong safety, Jamal Adams. From the 24, Winston. It's brought in by Harris. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there. 54.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Come to my world.
Winston now to throw on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Peterson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Mike 57.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
They run again on first down. Peterson. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop. 2nd and 5 now. Winston.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Jameis now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Exit.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. Over the middle, complete. That's Peterson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Quinnen Williams brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Three quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. So a chance there goes by the wayside. That one just didn't have enough leg to get there.
Yeah, and it would have given them a lead here in the 4th quarter. And those are the ones that keep you up at night when you don't have enough distance. I wonder if maybe did his foot hit the ground first? Did he not get enough of the ball? He's going to be thinking about that one.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, it's Bell, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Bell. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
56 to Mike. 56. Coming for you, son.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Letting one go. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Brashon Perriman. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Vinatieri now for the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20. They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. they're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Man, I got you. 56. Mike.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Darnold now to throw. A screen to Bell. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Back out onto the field now. Here comes the Jet defense. That interception the last go-around when they were out there. 4 turnovers now for this unit. Pretty impressive.
And how happy are they to actually run back on the field? Most of the time, defenses want to get off the field. But when you picked off 4 passes,
they want to stay out.
They want to stay out there and not just pad their stats, but really give themselves a game to remember and a game to play off of the rest of the season.
And they'll be looking for turnover number 5 now. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
57. Mike, 57.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
A first throw for the backup Haskins. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. From the gun, it's Haskins. Got a man. That's Quinn. A Redskin first down. The pickup, 15 yards.
Go!
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Let's go, baby.
10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10 now, Haskins. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Haskins now 5 of 6, very accurate since taking over, and he's got his guys a first down. A toss play. This is Peterson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Barber. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
He's not going to get me.
Now Haskins to throw it. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
All day, baby. All day. We coming all day.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The sack by Jordan Willis.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Check.
4th down, here's Haskins. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Jets are going to get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Darnold now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Got an open man. It's a noon one. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's the Jets punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. So here's Haskins and the Redskins. Down by 12. 1:50 to play. Field goals useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 32 on the play. Now Haskins.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. This one caught by Ridley. So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a first.
Watch 88. Watch 88. Rapid.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Haskins will throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And they take a knee. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
58 to Mike. Okay, double up.
And they will take a knee here. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Jets, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.